Colonel's home win here in this region matchup against Hopkinsville.
Well, we want to make them play faster than they want to play. We've got to rebound the basketball. We cannot allow them to get second chance looks, and we got to make them work on defense.
Starting lineups we'll get from the voice of Colonel Jim, Steve Towle. Special thanks to ATA, CPAs, and business advisors, our game sponsor of Colonels and Lady Colonels basketball this week here on WSON. A bit of a different ref rating crew tonight. It'll be a third region crew. All the second region officials a little bit busy, so a third region crew coming out to help. We'll have you those gentlemen's names as we go along. But first, we'll go down to the voice of Colonel Jim, Steve Towle, with tonight's starting lineups here on WSON.
To Colonel Jim here on the campus of Henderson County High School for tonight's high school basketball action. Tonight, your Henderson County Lady Colonels host the Hoptown Lady Tigers. Let's meet the starting lineup for tonight's game. First, the visiting Lady Tigers of Hopkinsville. At forward, number 15, Shia Forte. At center, number 20, Dominique Allensworth. At guard, number 10, Cautavia Fleming. At guard, number 3, Alicia Davis. And at guard, number 1, Micaiah Payton. And now, the starting lineup for your Henderson County Lady Colonels. At forward, number 33, Brooklyn Gibson. At forward, number 20, Allison Rideout. At guard, number 25, Atalia Green. At guard, number 23, Rashaya Kensler. And at guard, number 5, Addie Gish. Assistant coaches, Adrian Cruz, Derek Phillips, Mary Beth Parker, Danny Perkins, and the head coach of the Lady Colonels, Stephen Hale.
That's the voice of Colonel Jim, Steve Towle, with the starting lineups. Opening tip presented by Butler's Apothecary. Butler's offers drug compounding, immunizations, health screenings, and free countywide delivery. Butler's Apothecary, 213 North Main Street in downtown Henderson, the way a pharmacy should be. Lady Colonels in their home whites with maroon numerals. Hoptown in their road blacks with orange numerals. As we are underway, the tip being tapped around, and it's controlled by Talia Green, and Henderson County will have it to start.
Went off ahead there.
Green with it, high left, tried to throw a cross-court pass into the corner to Kanzler, deflected out of bounds by Fleming, and it'll stay with the Lady Colonels. Henderson County 13-6, they won 3 straight. Hoptown coming in 4-7. Addie Gish to Green, 3 on the way for Italia, high off the rim and then over the backboard, out of bounds to Hopkinsville.
Lady Colonel shot it extremely well the last 2 ball games from the three-point line.
Lady Colonels coming in, shooting 31% from 3 as a team. Near steal from Gish. She knocked it away, tried to save it in, but it went right back into the hands of Forte. Quickly up the floor to Payton on the right baseline, backs it out to the corner, then floats it high right to Davis, now into Fleming straight away. Fleming tried to dump it down low, partially deflected by Gish and stolen away by Henderson County's Gibson. Early turnover for Hoptown. Gish on the right wing to Gibson, down low, pass deflected out of bounds though by Shia Forte, 5'9" senior, averaging 13 points and 14 rebounds a game. She is an all-region performer.
No doubt about it, very athletic. If you're going to pass down there, you got to lob it on her backside.
Gish to play it in baseline right. Rideout has her first touch of the night, now into the hands of Green. In the corner to Kanzler. Pass a little too hot for Kanzler to handle in that right corner, and the Lady Colonels turn it over.
Rough start. Three-pointer went over the back of the backboard, and then we throw a 95-mile-an-hour fastball to the corner.
That would have been ruled a wild pitch, not a pass ball, right, Scotty?
Yeah, no doubt.
And here's a steal by Green, though, at midcourt. Terrific intercepted pass into the corner. Kanzler long two just inside the arc. Good for Rashaya. A player just becoming more and more confident. Scotty, Coach Stephen Hell talked about Kanzler's play on a pregame show, but just getting better and growing with every game she plays.
Yeah, and she has one of the quickest releases on her shot.
Here's another pass deflected by Green, but then Green on the second attempt after it was controlled by Fleming, fouled Fleming. The first foul of the game on Henderson's Italia Green.
Almost had a steal. Good call, though. A lot of body.
Yeah, that quick release, Scotty. She's one of the region's top three-point shooters at 38%. Now Kanzler and Gibson trap into the corner, but getting out of it is Peyton to Fleming. Fleming across the timeline with a right-hand dribble. Now driving left of the lane. Shot on Green, blocked, but Fleming got it back and fouled going back up by a right-out.
I'll tell you, this is one of those games. I know we're at home, but this is one of those games. It's like a holiday tournament. There are not very many people here. You have to bring your own energy.
Couple free throws coming up for the 5'6" senior Fleming, averaging 10 points, 5 rebounds a game. Her first rattles off, no good. Hopkinsville, as a team, only shoots 49% from the free throw line. Second free throw coming up for Fleming. That one rims out, was down and came out. Saved in, though, by Fleming, but Lady Colonel's there to get the steal. Forte, had that rebound save, but it went into the hands of the Lady Colonels. Right out, right elbow for Henderson. Now straight away to Green. Italia left side to Gish. Addie fires a three and hits. WB three for Addie Gish. Three-pointers brought to you by a former Colonel, now your local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner. We use Walker's initials, WB, to signify the Henderson-made three. And Gish a steal on the other end.
It's 2 steals for her early. She's getting more confident as she goes.
Gish just coming in, 26% from three. Kanzler fires one, no good. But it's rebounded by Peyton for Hoptown. Hands it off to Fleming to bring it up. 5-0 Lady Colonels. 5:40 to go in this first period.
Gish second in steals on the team behind Green with 46 now.
Fleming driving in into traffic. Contact there, no call. And a rebound is out of bounds to Henderson. Coach Keith Leslie said there had to be a foul there. I kind of tend to agree.
Well, it had to be a charge or a block.
Something. There had to be a whistle, and there was not.
Yeah.
There's a pass deflected up in the air by Peyton and stolen away by Davis. Second Henderson turnover. Davis in the paint, right of the lane, tied up now by Green and Gibson. And it'll be, I believe, a jump ball. It will stay with Hopkinsville.
Boy, that was a long time. It should have been a jump ball, I think, or maybe a little earlier.
Anna Kemp into the game, first substitute for either team as Green checks out for Henderson. Allensworth to play it in, gets it into Peyton in the right corner, back to Allensworth, posting up on Gibson, and then try to fire it back out front to Davis in the wing, and it's going to go out of bounds near midcourt. Back to Henderson already, 5 turnovers for the Lady Tigers.
You know, the Lady Colonels have now played 3 games since that 2-week break, and it seems like their defense has gotten a whole lot better. I guess, a lot of practice time, a lot of probably film time, and it's really showing on the scoreboard.
Only allowing 44 points a game. Inside, nice pass, Kanzler to Rideout. Got good position on Forte, and Rideout has a bucket off the glass.
You got to make them work, Greg, and they're overplay.
And a near steal by Kemp, but it's into the hands of Forte. She'll bring it up herself. Goes right side to Davis. Now out front, Fleming to the right wing for her. Back to Davis near the jump circle. Davis hands off to Peyton. Tough shot out of bounds. Nowhere near the glass. I think she tried to alter a shot when Rideout put her hand up, and it's a shot out of bounds to Henderson.
I don't see how she didn't travel.
7-0 Lady Colonels, 4:20 to go in this opening period. Gish to Kanzler. One bounce, and now Gibson fakes a three from the right wing. Finds Kemp at the high post. Anna back out front to Kanzler. Now Gish into the corner. Gibson a three from the right side. WB3 for Brooklyn Gibson. And a timeout, Hoptown. Henderson 10, Hopkinsville nothing. 4:03 to go in the first. Back after this on WSON. Our game being brought to you by AT. .403 to play opening period. Henderson 10, Hopkinsville nothing. Lady Colonels putting on their four-court press. Inbounds comes to Forte. She's bumped and fouled by the Lady Colonels' Kanzler. First on Rashaya, third on Henderson here with 4 minutes left in this opening period. Chrislyn Murray into the game for the Hoptown Lady Tigers. First substitute for Coach Leslie as Gish deflects a dribble out of the hands of Fleming out of bounds to stay with the Lady Tigers. Inbounds comes into Davis. Out front with it, high right on a switch. Gish picks her up. Now Davis had it knocked away by Kemp, and Anna Kemp has the steal.
That's what Kemp brings to the table. She's going to be good once she gets 100%. A lot of defense, and she can pass extremely well.
Talked briefly with Anna before the game tonight. She felt like she was around 80% and said really all that's just conditioning, and felt like she'd be 100% by district tournament time. About 4 weeks. There's a pass deflected out of bounds by Kemp to stay with the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, first game back against Webster, she put in 8 points. That was a little bit of a surprise. First game back.
She kind of had a toe injury, so it's going to be a process of her kind of getting up and down the floor. It's a nice pass into Kanzler, and good job by Rashaya to finish around the rim. 12-0 Henderson. Fleming over to Davis. Davis, a nice move into the paint. Gets it to Allensworth. Her shot no good. And a tie rebound with Anna Kemp and Fleming. It'll go to Henderson. $12-0 Henderson to start this game. 3 minutes left in this opening period. Gish to Kanzler. Rashaya. Good pass to Kemp, left the lane, and then Kemp threw it away. I think she thought Gibson was going to kind of cut underneath the basket, and Brooklyn kind of stayed there, and it's out of bounds to Hoptown.
He was going to be pretty if she came over, but she just didn't come over, so then it was ugly.
Fleming to get it in, again against full court pressure from Henderson. And now Hoptown throws it away. Pressure bothered her as Gibson and Kanzler trapped her. Oh, they say it. Maybe Lady Colonel got a hand on that one.
Do what?
We're
not arguing, so I guess so.
Yep. So no turnover there. Hoptown
I didn't see it.
Maintains possession. Shanti Wilson into the game for the first time for Hopkinsville. And she has it on the right wing. Hoptown left to right here in this opening half. Inside pass deflected out of bounds. And it will go to the Lady Colonels, creating the 7th turnover for Hoptown.
They're not getting very many shots all period, but when they do, they're not getting very many offensive rebounds. It's going to be hard for them to score if they don't get second chance looks.
12-0. Henderson, 2:15 to go in the first period. Green, little jumper from 12 feet, left side, no good. Kemp, a follow, won't go. And a rebound tapped out into the hands of Gish. Try to get it back to Gibson. Loose ball chased down by Kemp. Now right out. Finds Gibson. Tough angle under the basket. Her shot no good. Finally it's cleared off by Forte. With the basketball, Forte, right side of the rack. And she's fouled. A possible three-point play for Forte as Gibson trying to draw the charge instead of blocking foul. First points for the Lady Tigers comes from their leading scorer. Free throw up and in for Forte to put the Lady Tigers on the board. 12-3. Kemp throws it up to Green, catches at midcourt. She's picked up by Wilson, and now traveling called out front on Green.
Green just having a rough night so far.
Ball back to Hoptown with 1:40 to play in this opening period. Lady Colonels a 9-point lead on the Lady Tigers here in Henderson tonight. Fleming dribbling out front. Gish on her. Hooks it past to Forte at the high post. Backs down, and Gish has her third steal. Addie running the floor and tripped up on the right side by Davis. Davis first foul on the steal by Gish. Gibson to play it in, baseline right into Rideout, and Rideout miscommunicated with Gish, threw it right into the hands of Davis. Her layup on the other end, no good, but got her own rebound, puts it back up and in. Wow. Lady Colonels 5 turnovers here in this first quarter.
And just like that, they've scored 5 in a row.
And now nearly make that 7. Fleming shot up no good after a steal, got her own rebound and fouled going back up. Kemp hit with a foul, her first. 5 on Henderson, but first a timeout. 1:01 to go in the first period. Henderson 12, Hoptown 5. Back after this on WSON, our game being presented by ATA CPAs and Advisors.
I've destroyed North so bad. He has none. I beat him 3 times.
12-5 Lady Cardinals, but Hoptown scored 6 straight as Fleming hits the first of her 2 free throws and the second on the way. And that one's off no good. Rebound being tapped around, controlled by Rideout for Henderson. Allison bringing it up against Fleming, gets it to Green back into the game. Natalia driving left side, kicks into the corner to Gish, fakes the 3 to the baseline. Back to Green, will fire the 3 and hit. WB 3 for Natalia Green, her first points.
All 5 starters have got a bucket.
And Lady Colonels break up 6 straight, lead at 15-6. Forte with the basketball, floats it up the floor into the hands of Fleming on the right wing. Fleming now driving in on that right side, and a blocking foul called on a Rideout. Free throws again coming up for Fleming. Rideout, second personal foul here in this first quarter. Fleming 1 of 2 from the line moments ago.
I got her shooting. You got her with 4 free throw shots?
Coming up 3 and 4. Fleming hits her first.
Yeah, she missed 2 earlier.
Oh, okay. Must have missed those. Second free throw is good. I'm adding up to 8.
Yeah.
I missed 2. Okay, so she's 3 of 6. Driving to the basket, left side, little floater for Green, no good.
Goodness.
And a rebound pulled down to the hands of Davis. Up to 4, it's out of bounds as Davis tried to work it up to Wilson. And it'll be Henderson ball with 11 seconds remaining.
That's what we want them to do, play faster than they want to play.
With the basketball, Gish, Addy gets it into the corner. 3-point try for Green, got a good look, no good. And a rebound chased down by Forte, saved it in, and that is the end of the first quarter. After 1, Henderson County 15, Hopkinsville 8 here on WSON. Our game being brought to you by ATA, CPAs, and advisors. For us with UK mixed in on Wednesday there in the middle, and of course they're Saturday as well.
And a Kemp again.
That Kemp ties up Fleming on the underneath the basket, and on the arrow it goes to Henderson.
I don't think those counted steals, but they did. That'd be pretty nice.
Big matchup tomorrow night. Colonel's on the road against Travis Perry and Lyon County.
1 versus 2 in the region.
Both teams unbeaten in region play. Lyon County #1 in some polls, although did suffer an all-A loss on Saturday. Nice drive by Brooklyn Gibson to lay it off and in from the right side off the glass for a Farmers bank shot. 17-8, Lady Colonels running the floor. Wilson right side. Nice pass, but couldn't convert was Davis. We got our own rebound once again. And the second rebound into the hands of Hoptown as well. So a third chance and finally cleared off by Green.
Killing us on the glass now.
Shot no good from Green off the glass. Missed it badly. Rebounded by Forte. 17-8, Henderson, just under 7 minutes to go in the half. 3 for Fleming, banked it in from the left side.
Her first attempt from
6
3.
points for Fleming on the banked in wing 3 to cut it to 6. Gish the other way for Henderson. Bounces a Kanzler. She's fouled at the hoop. Head of the line for 2.
Just had to laugh at that one.
Couple of free throws coming up here for Kanzler. foul on Liana Davis. Free throw up and in for Kansas. 5 points for Rashaya. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, though, chased down by Gish. And gets it off to Kansler. Kansler, though, had it stolen away by Wilson. 7 turnovers now for Henderson. Wild shot up for Wilson, no good. Rebounded by Kemp for Henderson. Up the floor to Gish. Addy left side and had it knocked away out of bounds by Fleming.
I think she was going to try to pass that ball to Kansler. Hoptown too quick.
Green to play it in. Baseline left for Henderson. To Kemp on the elbow. Fakes the 15-footer inside for the 8-footer. Good. Kemp, her first points. All 6 Lady Colonels that have played have scored now. And now a jump ball as Green and Kansler tie up Fleming. And this one will stay with Hoptown. Nine-point Henderson lead with 6:09 to play in the first half. Wilson gets it into Forte. Back to Wilson up the sideline near side on the right wing. Had it knocked away from behind and stolen away by Green. Green now running the floor against Forte. Forte fouled her and will head to the line for 2.
Nice steal by Green. Followed her all the way down. Kemp did a good job of slowing her down just a little bit by getting right in front of her. Just enough for Green to get the takeaway.
Green at the line for 2. Free throw up and in. Janiyah Locker into the game for the first time for Henderson. Free throw good. Got them both. 5 for Green. (22-11), Lady Colonels. There's a pass deflected by Gibson, but Forte picks it back up, dribbles into the right corner. Inside. It's into the hands of Sharber, and she traveled with it.
Yeah, Lady Colonels' defense has been super here in the first goings of this one, Greg. This offense not too smooth.
.540 to go in the first half, 22-11. Henderson's doubled up Hoptown. Scored the first 12 points of the game. With the basketball, Locker on the left wing, draws a double team, and now throws it away. Stolen away by Davis.
Never leave your feet with the ball.
Davis, 12-footer, right elbow, no good, and got her own rebound. And puts it back up and in. 4 for Davis. 22-13. Inside. It goes. Kick out to Kansler for 3. No good straight away. Rebound, though, by Green. Second chance for Henderson. Gish a 3. Good. Addie Gish. Her second 3 of the night. We mentioned coming in, just shooting 26% from 3, but it's real too. Now Kansler a steal for Henderson at midcourt. Off to Locker. To Gish. Fakes the 15-footer. Back to Locker. Her 3 from the left corner. A little too strong. No good. Forte rebounds for Hoptown. Then threw it away. Right into the hands of Green. She'll fire 3 and hit. Atalia Green, second 3 of the night. A WB 3-pointer is brought to you by a former Colonel, now your local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner. Just like that, Lady Colonels back up 15. Now Gish blocks one out of bounds. It'll stay with Henderson. Well, Hoptown, excuse me.
It worked out for us, but Gish had an opportunity to shoot a little 8-footer. She's got to shoot that shot instead of passing it out for a 3. And Gish, I mean, she's 2 for 2. She's only shot twice. Knocked them down.
28-13 Henderson, their biggest lead of the night. And now a pass deflected by Green. Locker tried to go get it, but never quite had possession. It will stay with Owensboro.
You know, ever since that 2-week break also, we're starting to hit the 3 ball. I mean, a bunch of them every game.
Wilson to play it in far sideline and gets it in out front to Fleming. Fleming goes on to Forte, kind of a bad pass, and Locker there to pick it up. Lady Colonels had the steal. Locker tried to throw it over to Kemp. It's knocked out of bounds by Forte, so Henderson will keep the basketball.
It kind of feels like a COVID game, Greg. Not very many people here.
Kemp at the high post for Henderson, left side to Kanzler. One bounce, and Kanzler nearly throws it away. Saved in from a over and back call by Gish. Now Green double teamed, and she's fouled. Third foul on Hoptown this quarter. That one on Wilson, her first. Isaiah Hall into the game for the first time for Henderson, as Gish headed to the locker room area. Oh, now she's on her way back. That's good.
Don't be scaring me now.
Yeah. Kemp at the high post, right of the lane, kicks it out. 3-point try for Green. That one's off, no good. Kemp, an offensive rebound. Kicks it back out to Kanzler. Her 3 on the way. That one's off, no good. Locker a rebound. A third chance here for Henderson. Hall now double team, back to Locker. And Locker tried to get to Green, bad pass, had it stolen away.
That's why you got to shoot the open shot when you got it.
But now Kanzler steals it away on the other end. 15 turnovers for Hoptown. Kanzler's going to go coast to coast, puts it up, draws contact, and Rashia will head to the line for 2.
Good job. She knew she had the speed advantage. She beat her to the spot, took the contact, threw her up there. Now she goes to the line.
Sharber hit with a foul. Her first and 4th on Hoptown. Kanzler 1 of 2 from the line. First one's up and off the back rim, no good.
Slow down on that. I like the quick 3 ball that she shoots. Free throw, though, you got to slow down. You know, Kim's playing a lot of minutes tonight. I like that. Trying to get her back in shape. I don't think she's came out here in the second quarter. Might have missed it.
28-13. Second free throw, no good. Kemp there to put it back up and in.
I got her with 4 boards, 4 points. No, 5 boards with that one. My bad.
30-13. Henderson, 2:45 to go here in the half. Inbounds comes into Davis, working the far sideline. Now middle of the floor for her, into the paint. And try to get a dump a pass to Fleming, deflected out of bounds. It will stay with Hoptown. That's probably one Davis just could have went ahead and went up with.
Yep. Lady Colonel's on an 8-0 run.
Pass deflected out of bounds by Green here on the near sideline. It'll stay with Hoptown. Inbounds out front to Davis. Dribbles the left wing, fell down momentarily. Now Kanzler went after the basketball, and a timeout, Hopkinsville. 2:31 to go in the half. It is Henderson 30, Hoptown 13. Back after this on WSON. Our game Hustle rebound there. Now she fires a three and hits.
Wow,
9 for Fleming, her second three. Yep.
They don't take very. They haven't took very many of them tonight, which is a smart move. They don't shoot very good, but they're selective tonight. It's working for them. Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Green throws one away that went off the
Hit him right
Coach
in the face.
Leslie over there.
Hit him right in the face, Greg.
Goodness.
He sure didn't expect it.
Unfazed, though. Unfazed, Coach Leslie.
He might feel it in the morning, though.
Wow. Fleming into the paint and threw it away, trying to get it inside. Gibson steals it for Henderson. 16 turnovers. Now Henderson turns it over for the 11th time as Fleming gets it at midcourt. Pass hooked inside and a foul called on Gibson. She had a hand in the back of Forte. Gibson's second personal foul. Addie Gish in, Natalia Green out.
So 27 combined turnovers, and we're not at halftime yet.
Kelly Burnett coming to the game for Henderson. Burnett in for Gibson, going to the bench with the 2 fouls. Fleming actually it was Davis trying to get it in too. Fleming knocked away by Hall, and the Lady Colonels have a steal. Up the floor to Kanzler from Gish. Can't finish at the rim. Rebounded though by Burnett. And a second chance for Lady Colonels. Gish kick out. Hall a three. WB three for Isaiah Hall. Off the offensive rebound from the 8th grader Burnett.
Getting some rebounds and some points off the bench tonight.
33-16. Lady Colonels match their biggest lead at 17. Forte driving hard to the basket, a whistle and a foul on Burnett, who tried to draw the charge. And it'll be 2 free throws for Forte. Free throw off the mark, no good from Forte. Only 3 points in this first half for her, averaging 13 a game. Second free throw coming up, and she got that one. Substitute coming into the game. Kamara Sheffield in for the first time.
Wow, they played 10 already. We played 8.
Gish to Kanzler, now to the corner to Kemp. And in between the circles to Burnett. Right block, finds Kanzler. 3 in the right corner on the way. WB 3 for Rashia Kanzler. She has 8 here in this opening half.
7 threes for the Lady Colonels.
36-17. Now Forte loses it. Gish has the steal. Bounces to Kanzler, cutting, lays it up and in. Terrific find from Gish.
Wow. 4 steals at least for Gish.
Quickly on the other end, far sideline is Davis, cut off by Kanzler. Davis now spins, shot up, no good. Rebound being knocked around, and it's into the hands of Davis. But she's tied up by Gish, so it will go to Henderson. Right out, and Gibson return. Burnett and Kemp check off. Good bench minutes for those two. 6 seconds left. Gish has it with 5 into the corner to Ride Out. Ride Out into the paint. Tough shot off balance off the glass. No good. That is the end of the first half. Scott Stone with Coach Stephen Hale to get the Henderson coach's first half.
Observation of the first half.
When we didn't turn the basketball over, and we got good shots. So we just got to continue to pass fake and work the ball on offense, and we could score as many as we want.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck second half.
That's the head coach of the Lady Colonels, Stephen Hale. Henderson County goes into the locker room leading Hoptown 38-17. Our game tonight on WSON being brought to you Henderson County 38, Hopkinsville 17 as we get set to start playing the second half. Girls high school basketball here tonight from Henderson, Kentucky on WSON. I'm Greg Busby with Scott Stone and Ryan Davenport. Isaac Thatcher already talking Super Bowl 2 weeks away. He's pumped up back at the station. Boy, we'd be in big trouble if the Steelers were in it.
Lord have mercy.
38-17, Hoptown with the basketball to start. Peyton on the right side, Hoptown right to left here in the second half. Tied up by Kanzler. Good job by Rashaya, and it will go to Henderson.
Yeah, good job by Hoptown, though, coming out of the break. They had a nice little play set up to try to get their best player going.
Yeah, Coach Leslie does a good job there at Hoptown in his third year. 27-35, trying to build that program back up. Here's a nice pass by Green and a good finish by Kanzler on the basket on the left side, and Rashaya with a dozen. She leads all scorers, and Lady Colonels have a 23-point lead. Their biggest, and now Kanzler has a steal as it's saved in by Gish. Try to get it back to Gish, but she threw it away. Teams exchange turnovers there. Forte right side, missed an easy one underneath. Rebound out of bounds off her. Ooh, they say it's actually off to Kanzler to stay with Hoptown. I think if you're Hoptown, Scotty, somehow you got to get Forte a touch every time down.
Every time.
Yeah. But Lady Colonel's doing a good job of denying her, but you got to do your best to try to get her the ball.
Well, their problem is they've turned it over so fast in most possessions.
Now she's going to try to create on her own as Forte, and it's poked away by Rideout out of bounds to stay with Hoptown. Lady Colonel's up 23 here. And a big showdown for Henderson coming up on Thursday night on the road at Madisonville. Here's a pass intercepted and knocked away by Kanzler. She has a steal. Tries to get it up to Gish. Pass a little too strong and at Gish's feet. And again, the teams exchange turnovers.
Boy, if I had a $10 bill every time you said that tonight.
And a bit sloppy.
Of course, Lady Colonels Saturday would be going down to Eddyville to play the number 2
RPI
RPI-wise.
Yep. Lady Lions have had a good year.
Plus, they got Madisonville on Thursday night.
And like you said, on the boys' matchup tomorrow, too. That's 1 and 2 in the second region RBI tomorrow with Henderson visiting Line on the boys' side.
And then Thursday's the girls versus Madisonville. Friday be the boys versus Madisonville. Big week for Colonel basketball and Lady Colonel.
I think, Scotty, when the season started, you would have marked those 2 games, too. You would have marked certainly boys at Lyon County getting a shot at one of the best teams in the state and controlled the region last couple of years, but also that Henderson-Madisonville matchup.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, on the boys' side, really, if you take Lyon County out, there's 5 teams that are fighting for that number 2 spot.
Good point. 6:36 to go here in the third, 40-17. Hoptown basketball, gets it into Forte, spins, nice move. Couldn't finish, though, at the rim. Rebounded by Kanzler after it was kept alive by Rideout, but then Kanzler had it stolen away. And a shot blocked by Rideout, and it's out of bounds to Hoptown. $15 turnovers for the Lady Colonels tonight, and 21 for Hoptown. 40-17 Henderson. Peyton hands it off to Davis, left side for her, guarded by Green, down low to Forte. One bounce, puts it up, no good. Good defense by Rideout, and Rideout has a rebound, then she's fouled by Forte.
Great defense by Rideout, keep your hands straight up, and good help side by Gibson came over to cause a little more confusion. 7-0 run by the Lady Colonels. We've had a couple of those 7-8s.
23-point Henderson lead. Inbounds to Green. Near sideline in the corner. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Rideout, who gets it across the timeline. She has it out high right and finds Brooklyn Gibson top of the key. Hands it back off to Green. Left of the lane. Now Gish fakes the 3 on the baseline. Try to kick it back out, and Green's got to chase it down near midcourt. She's driving in with the right hand. Great move. Found a lane and put it up and in. Green with 10. Lady Colonels by 25 now, their biggest lead.
Well, Green was like a running back and had a huge hole, and she saw the touchdown. She took that lane, easy layup. Did that a couple times tonight.
42-17. Lady Colonels on top of Hoptown with 5.5 minutes to go in the third. With the basketball is Davis. 15-footer off the mark, missed it badly, no good. Rebound is on the floor, picked up by Green. Italia wants to push for Henderson. Forte spins her off into the right corner. Now to Gish out front. And Addie puts it on the floor and will set up the Lady Colonel offense here as she has it out in the jump circle. Now Kanzler. Gibson inside the arc, right of the lane to Gish, and she traveled to the basketball on her first step. (42-17). Coach Keith Leslie telling his team we need a bucket. Henderson by 25. Inbounds comes into Forte, bobbled it momentarily, but now has it secure across the 10-second line. Into the backcourt, now gets it into the hands of Davis. Davis into the paint. From left to right off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Kanzler. Up the floor to Gibson. Green now middle lane. Great pass to right out. Easy bucket for her off the glass for the Farmers Bank shot. Farmers Bank thinks long term. Always have, always will. See how that makes all the difference at Farmers Bank. 15:55 South Green and Henderson. Now a steal by Green. To Gish. 44-17 Henderson.
Hoptown came out trying to press us, Greg, and they unsuccessful.
Gish going to fire a three. It's a little short, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Hoptown to stay with the Lady Colonels. Jariah Sharber returns for Hoptown as Lanaya Davis checks out. Ashanti Wilson out as Peyton back in. Gish into Green, kicks it out front to Kanzler, fakes the three. Rashaya now back to Green, three left corner, short, no good. And a rebound into the hands of Fleming for Hoptown. Fleming had it knocked away from behind though by Green. And then traveling called on Kanzler, although Green kind of ran into her.
There's a foul on Green though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Green ran into her and
her own person fouled.
44-17. Peyton out front to Fleming. Right wing guarded by Gish. Straight away with it, Sharber. Sharber puts it on the floor. Behind her back in the paint. Gets it off from the left side to Fleming. Puts it up. That one won't go. And Gibson a strong rebound for Henderson. Up the floor to Kanzler. Kanzler had it knocked away. Finds, though, right out. She can't finish at the rim. And going their way with it is Davis. Pull up 12-footer. Good for Alicia Davis. She has 6.
This quarter is 6-2, Greg. 5 minutes in.
Dish up the floor to Kanzler. And a long two, right side is good. And a foot on the line. Kanzler with 14. 46-19 Henderson. Peyton, three on the left side for her. That one's off, no good. And Gibson, another rebound for Henderson. And Henderson wants a timeout. 2:51 to go, third period. Henderson County 46, Hoptown 19. Back after this on WSON. Our game being brought to you by ATA, CPAs, and advisors. It is Henderson County 46, Hopkinsville 19. Henderson basketball. Anna Kemp gets it into the backcourt to Addie Gish. Gibson now, straight away, faced up, thought about a long two, but passed it up. Right out to Kemp, 15-footer on the baseline, no good, a little strong. Rebound, tap back up, no good by Gibson, and it's rebounded by Peyton. With the basketball, Wilson at the high post, bounces it over to Micaiah Payton. Now to Fleming between the circles. On a drive on Gish, kicks it to Forte. Forte from the right wing, puts it up. And traveling called on Forte. I think Gibson got a handed on there. She kind of cut it away, and it caused her to shuffle her feet. Turnover number 24 on the night for Hoptown. They only have 19 points.
They're going back to a 2-3 zone.
2:05 to go in the third. Rideout of three, left side. WB three for Allison Rideout.
8 makes for the Lady Colonels tonight.
Rideout with 7 points and a timeout, Hoptown. Minute 54 to go in the third. The Lady Colonels lead is now 30. Back after this on WSON, our game being yeah. Back to action. Hopkinsville gets the basketball into the hands of Wilson. She gets into the paint, shot up, no good, and fouled. Foul goes on Henderson County's Green, her second, and a couple free throws coming up here for Wilson. Her first is out the front rim, no good. Looking for her first point.
They're looking for their first points off the bench.
Free throw up and off, no good. Rebound, though, put back up by Fleming, and she's fouled and ahead of the line. Gibson hit with that one, her third. Fleming 9 points and 4 rebounds now. With her team down 30 at the line for two, she sinks her first. She is now 4 of 7 from the free throw line tonight. Second free throw coming up for Fleming. That one's off, no good. And rebound is out of bounds to Henderson. Both teams got a handle on it. Either could corral it in. It's off of Hoptown to the Lady Colonels. Pressure here at full court from Hoptown. It's into Green for Henderson. Bounces to Rideout. Up before to Gish. Gish back to Rideout. Allison. 14-footer, right elbow, just off, no good. Rebound being tapped around, and Gibson tracks it down for Henderson. Rideout at the free throw line to Kemp on the left baseline. Now Gibson, 3 right wing on the way. That one's off, no good. Rebounded, though, by Green. To Gish, her 3 in the right corner. That one's off, no good. Rebound, Rideout, back up and in.
Wow. That's rebounding there.
Yeah,
team rebounding at that.
51-20 Henderson with 50 seconds to go in the third. With the basketball, Wilson. Try to get it inside, stolen away by Green. Green on the floor to the rack, puts it up, no good. Rebound being tapped around, and it's out of bounds off of Henderson. Callie Burnett in for Henderson as Kemp checks out with 38 seconds to go here in the third. (51-20). Time winding down on the third quarter. All Lady Colonels in this one. Scored the first 12 points of the game. Driving in is Davis. I think I couldn't tell if it got blocked. I was actually blocked by an official. Couldn't see it there.
She blocked it.
And a foul goes on Sharber. Green had that block, Scotty?
Yeah.
Green the block and the rebound, and Lady Colonel's ball with 18 seconds to go in the third. Right out looking to get it in and gets it into Gish, who is pushed in the back. Good call. Wilson a little too physical there. Her second personal foul. 17 seconds left. Inbounds to Gish. Addy, middle of the floor, into the paint. Jump stop from 12, kicks to Gibson in the left corner. Now to Green, who fakes the three, floats it to right out. Her three from the left corner on the way, and off, no good. Rebound into the hands of Wilson for Hoptown. Middle of the floor for her. Her shot blocked by Green at the buzzer. After three, Lady Colonels on top of Hopkinsville, 51-20. Back after.
Still shooting 8 for 20, 40% from three.
Hoptown basketball will start the fourth quarter, but it's Henderson County with the big margin, 51-20 here at Colonel Gym in Henderson. With it right wing, Davis picks up her dribble, needs some help now. Green all over her. She did double dribble.
She double dribbled,
wow. A basket up and in, and Davis has 8. She picked it up, was in trouble, and said, I'm going to put it on the floor again, and did. Referee allowed her. Here's a pass inside, deflected by Green. Hoptown has the steal. Turnover number 18 on the night for Henderson.
I'm still in shock.
7:20 to go in the fourth. 51-22. Forte, a nice pass from Fleming. Forte puts it up and in, driving down the lane. Forte with 6. Green to get it in for the Lady Colonels. Down to our left. Bounces it in to Gish. Floats it back to Green. Natalia gets it across. Down low to Burnett. Tough shot up. No good. And a rebound into the hands of Hoptown's Murray. Off to Fleming. Fleming to Wilson. Left side to her. Back to Fleming. 15-footer just inside the arc. Good. Fleming with a dozen. Gish up the floor to right out. Allison driving in, pull up 12-footer straight away, good. Right out with 11. 55-26 Henderson, 6:25 to go in the fourth. There's a near, wow, great steal by Green. Jumped in the pass lane and kept it from going out of bounds and has a layup on the other end. Green with 12, she's played great. Timeout, 6:11 to go in the fourth. 57-26. Lady Colonels on top. And .6:11 to go in the fourth. 57-26 Henderson. Fleming has it straight away, gives it up to Forte at the high post. Pounding the dribble, now picks it up. Kemp on her, and a foul on Kemp. Yep. A little too much of the body on her. Kemp picks up her second. First of the Lady Colonels here in this fourth quarter. Official handed the ball over to Wilson, but she wasn't quite ready for it. She was sitting up her team, and it kind of just hit her right out of bounds, so they'll reset here. She gets into Forte, deep in the paint, shot on Kanzler up and in.
Well, she can play now, but she's got to get the ball.
8 points, 4 rebounds for her tonight, averages 13 and 14. .57-28, officials stop play momentarily. I think it was a clock issue. I think they're good to go now. Inbounds comes into Gish. She had it poked away in midcourt and knocked away by Fleming. Now diving for it, Forte. Good hustle, but couldn't get the steal to stay with Henderson County. Kemp to play it in, just down to our right. Bounces into Gish. Driving the lane, wild shot up, no good, but draws the foul, and Gish will head to the line for two.
As long as we got it, we're good. I just want to make sure.
Foul goes on Forte, her third. And a couple free throws coming up for Gish. It's up and in. Locker in for Henderson as Gibson checks out. Second free throw coming up for the sophomore Gish. Got them both. And Gish is out of the game as Isaiah Hall in for Henderson. 57-28 Lady Colonels with 5:35 to go in the fourth. Fleming to the left side, driving the paint, puts it up, no good. Rebounded, though, by Forte. She puts it back up. It's off, no good. Now cleared off by Hall. Kemp, far sideline, floats it to Kanzler. Three on the way, left side. WB three for Rashia Kanzler, who has 17 tonight. That'll be a career high for Rashia.
9 threes now for the Lady Colonels.
60-28. Lady Colonels by 32. Forte going to fire a three. That one rims off no good. Rebounded by Locker.
That's what we want her taking.
Up the floor to Kanzler. Hands it off to Hall. And now into the hands of Kemp. 4:35 left. Kemp at the high post. Try to get to Burnett. Loose ball on the floor now. And Hopkinsville had it momentarily.
Threw it away.
And threw it away as Kanzler there to pick it up.
Ooh. Surely we're at 45 turnovers combined. Gosh.
Kanzler on the left baseline. Spins back out. She has Wilson guarding her tightly. Kemp now straight away to Hall. Hall long two straight away. Good. Oh, what? It is a two. One official had three, and the official poster said it is a two, which is correct. 63-28. Driving in left side. Tough shot up. No good for Davis. Rebounded, though. And over the basket, the attempt. And Murray.
Hey, was that a two or a three? One said three, one said two. You had a two?
Some more Lady Colonels coming in. Riley Stanley in for the first time. Rayleigh Stanley and Locker back in there as well. Burnett. And Hall, who has it now. Jersey Gardner also into the game. Stanley gives it up. Hall with it now. And out front to Gardner.
Just need a bucket for a running clock, Greg.
Gardner had it knocked away, but gets it to Locker on the left side. Now Stanley. Back into the hands. Here's Gardner long two. It's off, no good. And rebound into the hands of Wilson. Up the floor, a shot up, no good. New player in the game for Hoptown as well, but a rebounded by the Tigers, Wilson. Now a three on the way for Davis. That one's off, no good. And Burnett rebounds for Henderson. Off to Isaiah Hall. Right side to Gardner. Gardner on the baseline. Finds
Good
Burnett
pass.
wide open. Puts it up and in off the glass. Burnett's first points. And Lady Colonel's up 36. Running clock. The final 2:45 here from Colonel Jim. Here's a long two on the way. No good from Davis. Rebound put back up and in. I think that, yeah, that was Murray. Gardner trapped. It's poked away. Loose ball now at midcourt. And still
What a
loose.
steal.
As Hall got in there, it's still kind of loose, and finally Locker secures it. Gardner right wing.
It's been hard to
No
tell.
one really-
It's been hard to tell who's got possession in this game.
Good point, Scotty. Driving in is Hall. Gets it to Burnett. Lays it up with the left hand and in. Burnett with four here in his fourth quarter. 66-30 Henderson, a minute 50 left here from Colonel Jim.
Eighth grader having a good game.
Number three.
4 points, 2 rebounds.
With the left side, Davis try to get a little hook on Gardner and gives it up to Wilson. His shot no good. Offensive rebound put back up and in by Lana Davis, number 12, her first points. And a timeout. Minute and a half to go here from Colonel Jim. All Lady Colonels in this one, 66-32. Back after this on WSON. Our game being brought to you by Minute 30 to go in the fourth quarter. Lady Colonels have the running clock going against Hopkinsville, leading 66-32. Henderson ball as it comes into Locker. Back to Jersey Gardner. Good job breaking the press there. Gardner, 12 feet away. Kick out. Stanley 3. It's off, no good. And the rebound tracked down by Locker. Gets it back to Gardner. Minute 10 left. 66-32 Henderson. Gardner driving, gets by her man, and she's hammered and will have a couple free throws.
That was an understatement.
The Employment Solutions Division of ATA can help you manage your company's most valuable assets, your people. From hire to retire, ATA helps their clients with human resources, payroll, professional development, and more. ATA, amplifying your business beyond accounting. Free throw for Gardner, in and out, no good. Sharber coming out for Hoptown as Cavell White in for the first time. Gardner's second free throw, missed them both. Rebound in the hands of Allensworth. Up the floor, tough shot up on the baseline, no good from Peyton. Rebound though, put back up by Allensworth. She can't get it, and Gardner going the other way, bumped near midcourt.
Running clock. Running clock. Running clock.
66-32. Gardner out high right. Gets into the hands now of Hall. Hall driving left side to the rack, lays it up and in. Good drive from Isaiah Hall.
She got career high tonight, Greg.
She has 7 tonight. Yeah, good game off the bench for Hall. Hit a big 3 in that first half. Here's a 3 right side. Good. Ooh. Nothing but net by Cavell White, who's seeing her first action here in this fourth quarter. Hall to Stanley, and Stanley hit hard.
Oh, my. Okay, though.
And that's your ball game. 68-35, your final. The Lady Colonels move to 14-6. Hoptown drops to 4-8. We'll talk to Rashia Kanzler on our post-game show. Also hear from the head coach, Stephen Hale.